Hello
Hello there.
and welcome to this channel. Today we are going to discuss generally about education and what the future holds for education. And we are going to start with trying to understand what is education from a general point of view. And what do you think is education?
I think education it's what within you. It's educare, I think, from Latin language, and it means what is within you. And like you have to start from knowing who you are, and then understanding what is in your environment, and be a responsible person. So mostly our education begins from the womb or from home, and that's where the education starts, or to make a contribution to the society which you live in.
To me, education could be knowledge, the knowledge we get from our surroundings and our environment, from school, from our places of work, and from friends, and how we use that knowledge. That's what comprises of education. And what is the purpose of modern education?
We were modernized to learn about new things which we didn't have before, which came from other cultures, which seems to have stay on top of what our practical education was. For example, like most of the time we are educated in a classroom to go look for jobs, not to produce anything.
For me, modern education has become so formal, and they tend to forget about the informal education. So modern education has come to the informal education. But modern education could also mean people are being absorbed into internships. They are becoming hands-on and doing things. That's what is supposed to be more informal education.
How do you see the purpose of modern education, for example, in Africa or in Europe?
I think in Africa, it's to improve the poverty levels. And generally, the purpose of modern education is to improve your livelihood so that you can live a better life, and you can, if you're in the low income group, you can come to the middle income group. You can actually progress gradually after the education, and that's why we keep improving the education that we have. That's what I would say the purpose of modern education is to earn a living,
To improve
to
lives.
earn a living, yes.
I want to again ask, are you only improving your life, or are you improving also the community? For example, like what we are still seeing on internet, it's African people trying to run away from that livelihood they are living now. Some of them are educated.
But remember also, most Africans they are going to Europe for education. And the ones who are in Europe, they are sending school fees for people to go to school back at home. So I think generally they are improving each other. They are raising each other standards. So it's for the community.
But how come we still want to go out of Africa?
Because of the mentality that out there, education is good, there are better job opportunities, and the life is generally good. That's the mentality.
Just graduated young Namibians who are on their 20s, getting jobs in Germany, unable to get job back home. And they just get education. And isn't it that you educate people to give them jobs, because they are the one who have your education,
but they
and they are
don't
going
have
to.
job. That's why you are seeing them when they come here, they are ready to do anything, cleaning, whatever.
And abuse at the same time,
They are
physically and
abused
emotionally.
Some they are even sex trafficked. They don't care so long as they come to Europe. Have you read about this thing of the Gulf, people going to the Gulf to work as house help.
Yes.
And they are willing to get out of their countries. And there's a Kenyan lady who is in Canada who is telling people, if you get a chance to get out of Kenya, get out. That's a bad place to be. Just get out, and we are going to help you so long as you're outside of Kenya.
But what's wrong with Kenya? Huh? Just
I
like
don't
other
know.
African countries.
It's just like, like no jobs. No jobs.
Yeah. But that problem with no jobs, it's what pushing us away. You go with the paper, and you see people doing multiple jobs, and you are ignored totally, as you are not a citizen. So now, how will you even start your business when you are not connected?
Well, first of all, Africans are so greedy. There are some who are so rich and some who are so poor. So they are so greedy, they are selfish, and they don't want to help their own. As much as we are here saying that the education is to help you help yourself and the community around, they just want to help themselves. Yeah. So they are so greedy to start with.
But now, where is the greediness coming from?
And it's from the system.
Modern education.
It's from this. Like, I'm better than you, you know. Sometimes you can even hear people saying that I don't even have a degree and I have this kind of a job. I'm getting this amount of. There's somebody who is behind them. So there are people who have knowledge who is misusing it.
And then, how do you understand it here, or how did you experience it?
The purpose of modern education, I think, to me, it's the quality.
Yeah.
They want to have better quality.
Yeah.
And they want to keep on improving the quality
of that education.
Yes. And they want to keep on testing the quality.
But now for us, where is the quality there now? That's, for example, you're talking about the quality of Western education, which also seen in their products, and those with difficulties are well taken care of. Now, when you go back home, what do you think about that?
I think the quality in education is they are taught holistically. They are not only taught how to improve other people's lives, they are also taught how to live their own lives, and more so how to follow rules, how to improve themselves. So that's what I mean by quality. And if you think about the African type of education, they are mostly taught about how to make money, so to say. And like, you are taught being told when you go to look for a job, or when you're employed. That's where I mean the quality of education, because here you are not told once you go out there and get a job. You're also taught how to make that job.
Their education is for themselves. It's like you study to contribute to your country. You understand?
Yes, and actually in schools mostly, and I think that's generally even in other schools, they are given examples, from local. They are not given examples which are international. Of course, maybe if you are doing international business or international education, perhaps they can take those.
You fly.
Yes.
They support.
They give you that example of big organizations.
Yes.
But once you are here, they teach you things that are within
the country.
And that's what is hands-on. And that's how they come to solve their problems with.
Yes.
So they don't go far away. Like in Africa, most politicians, they are sent out there. They are sent out
it's
there.
Best to go
there
far
and
away.
learn. Yes. But here, you never hear politicians are going to a certain hotel to benchmark or to learn about something. In Africa, they keep on saying, we are sending so-and-so there to learn. And once they come back, they don't necessarily bring back the knowledge.
Because there are many things which are hidden from them.
And they don't learn. Or they are going there with maybe their own selfish gains. I don't know.
In the West, they also go out there.
They go there
to look for opportunities.
And look for opportunities.
Yes.
but not to learn. They are going there to have
Yeah,
experience.
and to bring something home.
And
Yeah,
to bring something which is not polished, come and
the
polish,
raw,
yes, the raw material.
Yeah, and then sell it back
when it's polished,
they price
at a higher price than how they took it from there.
And I think that those are the skills which we are lacking, and we need to wake up.
Yeah, what is the future of education? Bringing into consideration the current situation of COVID, much of the learning will be done online, and this will also be to save on the cost of learning and some of the resources.
I'm thinking about the children, like now, how will you do that online? There should be some places still for them, isn't it?
The childhood education will also improve, and that's where we will be able to take children to daycares more for children, even for younger children, because also as much as you're learning online, that's when you're also doing something on the side, some work on the side.
So jobs are going to increase also, like online, like you can do anything.
Anywhere. Like you can think of the daycares. I think they are going to be more private daycares, private schools than public schools. And the private schools, it will be more business oriented. And if you think about now this online, since you can learn anywhere, and they are also going to introduce different languages, and more people will speak
many languages as they
more than 2 languages.
Then they are going to learn it in the internet also. If people are no longer traveling as usual, will not be stopped.
Mm-hmm. Traveling and migration will increase every day, despite whatever is happening.
Oh, I have a question on that. Who will own the data?
I think the data will come from the West, and it might be a bit cheaper, but then what we have to be careful is the security of the data. Like, how are we going to use all this information which is coming online?
And who will own it? For example, when you begin an online business, you will quickly see many companies from different countries spreading your name. No, putting your name there. Like somebody has already sold your name
without consent.
You yourself have to contact those shops. They already own, like there's somebody already doing a business on that.
On that, yes.
So how our African data now be protected?
That will be a bit tough, but it can also go under the cybercrime.
How will you find out who has your data? That will be also a challenge.
Yeah, that will be a challenge.
You are studying online, you have a bank online, your health issues are online. What else?
Like you just need a code to access everything.
Yeah. But now who owns that? Will Africa be able to
protect all that information? That's a big question.
Women are the next people who are going to take up management jobs in the future. Are they going to improve their lives on the standard men have been doing? Women everywhere, they are still a little bit on the same position. And are they only going to be a face of the woman, like now African? Many organizations has just a face of the African person to show that they're international, or are they going to treat them
I don't
better?
think so. I really don't think so. I think the women leadership issue has potential.
Yeah.
And they are going to even start their own companies. That's my thinking.
So we are not going to be employed anymore or expect to be employed. We are going to do our things.
Not really. We are going to start our own companies.
Wonderful.
We are going to employ.
We are going to employ men, eh?
Men.
That sounds good. Yeah, promising. Our sons, daughters, and nieces are not going to suffer any longer.
Going to suffer.
So things are going to be a bit equal.
Yes. Not really equal, but we have to work extra hard to attain that position. It's not going to come easy at all.
If we are heading to the future education, which give us an opportunity,
then we
to
must
prove to ourselves,
utilize those opportunities.
Yeah.
Yes. it won't come on a silver plate.
On the silver plate. We're still going to
work
fight
hard.
for it.
Thank you so much for
listening. We hope we have
shared some
important insights, and we welcome you for next time.
Keep watching.
Bye.